If you have been following my recent videos, you will have seen that I've been trying to repair this gramophone motor. I've got the broken spring out, but I'd still like to be able to remove this shaft. So it's occurred to me that I could remove this gear from the shaft if I could hold the gear steady while the shaft got pushed, because the pin is not held on both sides. There's actually a slot on this side, so the shaft and the pin could come this way and the gear could stay where it is. And what I found is this socket here, and this actually does slide over the shaft, and I'm reasonably sure the shaft is the same diameter at both ends. I haven't measured it, but it looks like it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here and then basically drive that up against it, and then using the punch I'm going to punch it through from here. Right, and almost immediately I can see the pin there move. So this shaft is actually moving into the socket there, and the gear is staying where it is because it's held against the edge of the socket. Now there's a limitation as to how far I can drive it because the pin itself comes up against the side of the socket, so that's probably as far as it's going to go. However, you should be able to see that quite noticeably the shaft has come through a bit. Right, just put in a couple of rubber washers just to hold the shaft in place. Now hopefully that should be free. Now compared to the previous attempt, this went a lot better than expected. If you like this sort of stuff, then please do give it a like so that I know and that YouTube knows too. Thank you. Right, well the gear is now free on the shaft, but frustratingly I still can't get the shaft out of the frame because it still will not come out over this lip here. So I'm going to have to do something with that pin if I want to get the shaft out. To be honest though, there's not much point removing the pin, because although that would allow me to get the shaft out, there's really not much point getting the shaft out. The spring has to go on whilst the shaft is actually inserted, and it might as well be here. I can still get the spring in there and then just push it back like so. If I was able to get the pin off, I'd have the option of pushing it through from this side, slipping the spring on and then pushing it all the way through, and then trying to get the gear on from this end and getting the pin in again, but there's no benefit in doing so. There's also no point taking the shaft out to wind a spring on it. After a spring is wound, it expands a bit, so it's necessary to wind it on a smaller diameter shaft than the one you actually want to fit it to. Okay, so the next steps here is probably going to be to get some suitable wire and wind a new spring for it. That's it for now though. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.